What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today we're doing another states question and answer video, and who are you?
Arjun Khadse,
And where are you from?
New Jersey.
Okay, and I know you don't want to show your deck list and everything, but what deck did you play?
Psychic Bats, Mewtwo, Wobbuffet Bats.
Okay, how'd you end up doing a Swiss?
I went 5-0, then I D'd the last two,
Okay,
and then, yeah, I was at first seed.
okay. So what were some of the decks that you played against, and did you win or lose against them?
Alright, so the first round I went against Flareon. That's one of the decks. Really, really good matchups because you just snipe out their EVs. They can't do much about it. Apply pressure with Mewtwo. One shot, like almost everything in their deck. It's a really easy matchup. So I 2-0'd that. Then I went against Eric Gansman with Eviltail, Garb, Toad. That's a kind of tough matchup, but I still think it's pretty close because Mewtwo's a really good card. Applies a lot of pressure. You can one-shot their Eviltails if they don't have Garb out with Side Drive plus a Crobat Snipe. So I end up winning game one because I don't think he draws too well. Game two, it goes into one of those situations where if I hit Lysander, I win, but if he hits Lysander, he wins. I hit it first. I won.
That's how it works.
So, third round, I went against Manectric, Virizion Genesect with Rough Seas.
Okay.
Really weird matchup because Rough Seas really annoys Crobat snipes and all that. But game one, I go on the offensive with Mewtwo. I think I probably two-shot most of his deck, and then I ended the game with a couple snipes on his Mewtwo, then Lysandering and Wobbuffetting it. It was still a really close game. Game two, I dead drew, so he sweeped me pretty quickly. Happens. Game three, still pretty close. He doesn't really attack with Manectric that much, and I get a really quick Mewtwo going, so he can't do much. And there was this turn where he had damage on his Manectric, and he had to red signal me and end me to have a chance. So brought up Wobbuffet, killed him. He tried to red signal. I was like, nope. And then I had the win in my hand to one shot him. So round four. Oh, this one was weird. I was against Toad Garb with crushing hammers and all that stuff. Acrobike. For game one, he went 4-4 on crushing hammers, 4-4 on lasers, and I don't even remember. I still pulled out a win somehow. I prized my own Toad, which would have helped a lot because Toad is usually really good against Toad. So, yeah, I'm not really sure how I won that. And then game two, he tried to Jirachi under Garbiter, and then he didn't have a hand. So, yeah.
Wait, so it was his own Garbiter and he tried to Jirachi underneath it? Like,
yeah.
okay.
So, pretty much sweeped him there. There was one turn in game one where he had an Iris. He played Iris and Toad Garb. I was like, what? And then he two-shotted my Chandelure somehow. I was like, okay.
That just
pretty
happened.
Cool.
Yeah.
Kudos to you. Round five, I was against a good friend of mine, Mike Newey. Game one, it's Eviltal, just straight Eviltal. Maybe a max potion, energy switches, all that. Game one, I think I pretty much destroy him. A Mewtwo side drive. It's a pretty basic matchup in that way.
Yeah.
If they try to load a bunch of energies on you, on their Eviltals and one-shot you, you're okay with that because you can respond with your own Mewtwo. You've had Bats damage on them by then, and now they're almost out of energy. So with that, I just pretty much beat him. And then game two, it's a really weird game. It's kind of like the Eviltal Guard matchup. I started dead drawing a little at the beginning, so he got some momentum quickly. But by the end of the game, he couldn't hit a Lysander for a long time, and I had a Jirachi, a damaged Mewtwo, another damaged Mewtwo, and then I had my third Mewtwo, so I had three Mewtwo's all with a bunch of energy. I'm just rotating around attackers,
Uh-huh.
and then I hit my Lysander to kill his, to side drive his Evoltal for the win. So then I went against, this is the sixth round, went against Toad, Manectric Bats, but I ID'd because I ID my last two rounds. I'll make it. And then I went against Jason with Flareon, who eventually ended up winning ID'd. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So now you're top 8. Are you nervous or anything?
Not really. I just was going for top 8 because that's all I needed for my invite. But I was against a really good player. Unless he's watching this, then he's not a really good player. With a really... I don't like Kyogre that much, but it's a good deck if it gets going. I feel like you need to draw really well with it, but that's just me, I guess.
Yeah.
So it was Tristan Masek. Game 1, he doesn't draw as Rough Seas. Now, without Rough Seas, Kyogre's really kind of weak. I mean, weak in retrospect, like, has 240 HP, but I can two-shot it with Mewtwo and stuff and Bats, and I can apply pressure a lot really, really quickly with Bats and Chandelure and all that. So I take that game. He tries to Mewtwo me. That doesn't work out very well. I run more Mewtwo than he runs.
Yeah, that's true.
And I could kill him for 1 energy. He had 4 energies on his Mewtwo, I think. It was pretty desperate. So, yeah, that's how that game ends. He just doesn't draw his Rough Seas and didn't draw too well.
Okay.
Game 2, he draws a little better. He gets his Rough Seas, but I'm able to counter them with Dimensional Valley. And I just keep hitting his Kyogres because I need to.
Yeah.
And once they come up, I just get rid of them. I Eerie Glow one for 90 to finish it off once. Then he goes into Keldeo. Has like 4 energies on it. And Secret Swords me. Now he's like down to 2 prizes. Then I have Mewtwo again. Crobat Snipe. DC, Muscle Band, kill, game. Lots of damage.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right.
And then that was game 2.
Okay.
Yeah. And then top 4 I was against Mike Fauché. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he's a really cool person.
Yeah.
Playing Eggs, everyone's favorite deck, so I go first, and it's a great game. Get my Shandy early, get a bunch of Bats. He scoops like turn 3, so that was good.
Yeah.
Game 2 was pretty close, but he gets set up, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I have to rely on top decks, all that. I think I get down to 1 prize, but I mean, I tried to draw it out longer maybe to get like me going on sudden death maybe game 3, and I know I can win in that, but didn't work out. We had a lot of time left after game 1, so game 3 was really, really weird. I'm going first. I have a great start. I get turn 2 double Golbat to kill a benched egg, but he has an egg with 30 HP active, and I didn't kill it, which is kind of really, really sad.
Yeah.
Off of Juniper, I needed to hit a DC or a Muscle Band to kill it with either Swoop Across or Mewtwo. Missed, so he gets set up, and then the game goes into its normal form. And then late game, last 2 turns, I have 2 Crobats left on the field. That's all relying on top decks. And then he sleeps my Crobat. I stay asleep once, and then going into his turn, I stay asleep. And going back into my turn, I stay asleep.
Oh.
And that's it. One of those heads I would have won, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's just Pokemon sometimes.
Yeah, laser.
Yeah, but still, top 4 is very nice. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so I know you don't want to talk about your deck a lot, but what do you want to go like over some techie cards maybe, or talk about like Chandelure, or like what your favorite tackle was, or anything like that?
Yeah, sure. Well, for obvious reasons, Mewtwo has to be the favorite attacker, but because it just spits out so much damage for so little, it's great. But Chandelure EX. Everyone sleeps on that card. I mean, I didn't use it that much as I usually do in testing and stuff, like against metal and fairies. You take out so many spritzies with bats and crowbats and aromatis. It's a lot easier than people actually think.
Mhm.
And it's just really annoying to deal with Eerie Glow. I don't think I would have thought about it, Chandelure, or the deck actually at all without, at like 2 weeks ago, or whatever, whenever Pennsylvania States was, round two, I was playing against Psychic Bats, and it played Chandelure and all of that. And that's really where I got the deck idea from. I don't remember his name. I wish I did. But I was playing Manectric Seeds. It's kind of a good matchup for me. But yeah, it was actually a scary deck, even though it was such a good matchup. It's a scary deck to deal with. And throughout that week, I was thinking, wow, this deck could be good because it beats Verzion Genesect. It goes toe-to-toe with Evil Tall.
Mm-hmm.
Groudon doesn't care about that. Donphan doesn't care about that. It has pretty solid matchup versus most of the metagame, I'd think. And yeah, I played it at New York, went 5-2, made like top 16. So that was just validation that was viable.
Mm.
And then I edited it. The list I used between New York and New Jersey was much, much different, but then I guess it worked out a lot better.
That's true. So, how many championship points are you at right now?
325 with Worlds points.
Well, congratulations, sir, on getting your invite.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So, are you gonna go to any regionals coming up here?
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe I highly doubt it.
I doubt it.
I wish, but I
Uh,
have other stuff.
do you think that your psychic back steps be a good call for like week 1 regionals?
I mean, considering it's like my opinion, and others' opinions may differ,
Mhm.
but in my opinion, it has a lot of even to favorable matchups. I think it could do really well. I know 2 of my friends are pretty set on playing it already, so hopefully it goes well for them.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, do you want to give any shout outs to anybody or anything?
Sure. Shout out to Jeremy Gibson and Nathaniel Kaplan, kind of, because they kind of helped me with the list, but, you know, they like to say they did, but they were just there. Then shout out to Lex and Grant Manley for not believing in the deck, and I showed you guys. And shout out to all my opponents during states. You're all pretty awesome. So, yeah, that's pretty much all. Shout out to you doing interviews and stuff.
Thanks for doing it, man. Shout out to yourself.
Thanks.
Alrighty, man. Well, once again, congratulations on getting your invite and everything.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
Alrighty,
for
man.
having me.
You're welcome, man. Alrighty, take care.
See you.
Alrighty, bye.